Join me, come on to the mat, and we will begin. Yes, welcome. Coming home to the body is our theme every week. And then under that theme is a focus. And this week's focus is for core. Abdominal strength and stretch, really essential. So much of what we do in life is forward and down. This overstretches the back and contracts the core. We need to meet the stretch in the core so that the body can remain aligned. So that's what we'll be working on. Strengthening, stretching core. Come down, turn around, and we will begin. Come on down, turn around, and I say come home to the body. Come home to the body, just letting yourself down and getting comfortable with the shoulders and the back, with the hips and the legs. Finding the breath, finding the movement of your breath, and feeling the breath. The breath is a bridge to the inside. The breath is the bridge bringing us to the inside where we can pay attention, where we can discover any discomfort there that means we need to take care. So check in for discomfort anywhere. What did you notice when you first got out of bed? What did the body feel like? What's going on now? Could be different each day, each hour of each day. So our intention is to take care of the body, to bring strength, stretch, and awareness. And if it feels like too much, to ease off. So you're in charge of how much you do. Taking care of the body is your job and nobody else can do it. So let's begin with the idea of when we're talking about the core, what are we talking about? So we're talking about a length of muscle that runs from the breastbone to the pubic bone, one long, strong called rectus abdominis, and in from the sides, the transverse abdominis. So let's discover what we're feeling as we bring the hands to touch. And lift the head, and we feel contract of the core. When you bring the head down, feel the letting go. Lift the head, feel the contract of the core. Bring the head down, feel the softening, letting go. This is core muscle working. Now extend one leg. The core is relaxed. Lift the foot an inch or two. The core contracts, feel it. Let the foot to the floor. Bring it back. Let's check out the other side. Extend the leg. Feel the core relax. Lift the foot a bit. Feel the core contract. When you bring the foot down, feel the core relax. So that's what we're talking about. Rectus abdominis and in from the sides, the transverse abdominis. So let's come back and bring the hands together. So as we always do, we warm up the body first with movement. I like to do the fingers grip and inhale, arms overhead. We're stretching core, feel it. And exhale, arms down. Continue a few, stretching core each time the arms come overhead. Feel that stretch through the core. And arms back down. Couple more on your own. We're using the breath. The inhale on the lift up and over. The exhale on the release down. Inhale up and over. Exhale, release down. Have a breath. Next series, when we bring the hands down, we're going to press the waist to the ground and feel the core. Inhale, arms overhead, stretching core. Press the waist to the floor, contracting core, hands down. Inhale, arms overhead, stretching core. Press the waist, contracting core, hands down. Pause here, have another breath. So we're consciously contracting the core and feeling that. We're going to add a stay after the contraction on the next few. Same, inhale, lift, arms overhead. Exhale, press the waist, squeeze out the breath, pause, feel empty. 1, 2, inhale, arms overhead, stretch the core. Bring the hands down, press the waist, feel the contract of the core, pause on empty, feel it 1, 2, and then release the core. Have a breath. So let's explore. Pick up the knees, circle the knees, massage the low back. So this is simply increasing circulation, releasing tension in the low back, and now pause, circle other way. And pause. Pause here. Now let's feel the transverse abdominis. Bring the feet to the ground, open the arms wide, move the knees into twists, side to side. We're stretching transverse abdominis. See if one side's tighter than the other. Transverse abdominis and rectus abdominis is in a twist. You can turn the head opposite the knees. You bring more work up the spine. Take your time with it. Feel it. Feel the stretch in the top region of the core. Come back to center when you're there. Have a breath, have a rest. Have a rest, have a breath. Feel it in the body. The bridge body is the breath. The bridge to the body is the breath. Okay, let's pick up the knees and now bring stretch to warm up the legs a bit. Extend and bend. Extend and bend. And repeat. The leg does not have to go straight. You're wanting to feel stretch. You're wanting to feel stretch. That's all. Increasing circulation. This warms up the muscle so it's more able to stretch. Think of a cold muscle as tight and stiff and still. Think of a warm muscle. More potential for movement. So that's why we warm up. Finishing with the leg stretch. Feet back to rest. Now once more we explore core, working with bridge. Working with bridge. So right now the core is relaxed. When you press the feet and lift the hips, now round down upper, middle, and lower down. That's the contract. Inhale, press up. Feel contract high, high to middle, middle to low, contracting core. So when we're working with bridge, we are powerfully contracting core on the release down. Do it again. High, middle, and low. Take it slow. High, middle, and low, contracting core. Down and have a breath. You'll do it again. Just feeling core. That's what this is for right now. Feeling core. High, high to middle, middle to low, contracting core, coming down, and breath. And breath. So now we're ready to roll over and come onto the knees. Release over onto knees. Chakravarkasana, breath is free. We're contracting core on the drop back. And so we say, 1, pull the belly in, 2, drop the elbows wide, move on back. A couple more. And then pause. Okay, now we're going to do our conscious contractive core with a pause. So pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause, feel it. 1, 2, and return. Pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, drop back, pause, feel it. 1, 2, and return. Breath free. Tuck chin, tuck tailbone, feel contract in the core, and this is what stretches the back. The whole core is in contract. Okay, let's release and drop the hips back and stretch the arms a bit longer, wider. Now we're coming to stretch the core. It's all been contract. A lot of that. Here's the stretch. Drop the hips, lift the chest, stretching core, and press back. We're relaxing back. We're stretching forward. Feel that stretch? Then gentle press back. We're not contracting here. We're just leaving it passive. So we're focusing on the stretch. Focusing on the stretch element for the core. Also feel shoulders and back, whatever you're noticing. This is our warm-up. One more time, stretching core. Pause, feel it. And then press back. Pause, feel that. Breath is free. Relax here. We're ready to release. So we release and come to stand. Release. Come up to stand. Preparing for our warm-up series. Forward bend, side stretch chair. Breath free to begin. So let's find mountain. Toes are relaxed. Knees are unlocked. It's tailbone tuck for some, extension crown for all. Shoulders up, back and down. Feel it solid and steady, strong and still. One more breath here. And we release for beginning series. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale down, warming up, lifting up, to the side and back, to the side and back. Sweep the arms behind, drop down to the chair and come back up. And again, exhale down, inhale up. Exhale, side stretch and return. Other side stretch and return. Hands sweep behind, drop down to Utkatasana chair and come back up. Release the arms, take a breath. The next 2 repetitions, we're going to consciously contract the core on the exhale breath. So pause a moment here, have a breath, and we begin. Inhale, arms overhead. Contract core coming down. Inhale, return. Contract core, side. Inhale, return. Contract core, other side. Inhale, return. Contract core, drop down. Come back up. Second set. Exhale down, contract the core. Inhale, back up. Exhale, side, contract the core. And return. Other side, contract core. Return. Drop down to chair, contract the core. Return. Release arms. Have a breath. Our final 2 is contract, core, pause, feel it. 1, 2. Have a breath here, and we begin. Inhale, arms overhead. Contract core, come down, pause on empty. 1, 2. Inhale up. Contract core, pause on empty. 1, 2. And up. Contract core, pause on empty. 1, 2. And up. Contract core, pause on empty. 1, 2. And up. Final set. Same routine. Exhale down, contract core, pause, feel it. 1, 2. Inhale up. Contract core, pause. 1, 2. Inhale up. Other side, contract core, pause. 1, 2. Inhale up. Contract core, pause. 1, 2. Inhale up. And release, and release, and release. Come to mountain again. Checklist. Toes and knees are unlocked. Tailbone tuck for some. For all, extension crown. Shoulders up, back, down. Feeling it solid and steady. Feeling it strong and still. So we've been working with a lot of contraction of the core. We've got to add in the stretch. So a few more breaths here in mountain. The breath is the bridge to the inside. Final breath here. Okay, let's step 1 foot back. Widen the base. Foot wide, hands behind, interlace fingers, and press down and lift up and stretch core, stretch core, stretch core. Stay, feel it. Okay, now bring the hands to grip like so. And then we're going to return to our practice series, which says exhale forward, inhale up, exhale forward, inhale up. Now the next 2 will contract core consciously on the exhale forward. So contract core forward, inhale up, contract core forward, inhale up, release the breath. The final 2 will be contract, pause on empty, 1, 2. So when you're ready, exhale, squeeze out the breath, pause on empty, 1, 2, and inhale up. Contract core, squeeze out the breath, pause, 1, 2, inhale up. Now once more, bring the hands behind, stretch core, press hands down, lift ribs, lift chin. See if it deepens the stretch by bending the knee or not. Hands press down, ribs press up, lift chin, stretching core, stretching core, stretching core. Release the head, release the hands, release, change sides. Foot forward, foot wide and back. Once more, hands behind, interlace fingers, press hands down, lift ribs, lift chin, stretching core. Stretching core. Okay, let's release. Bring the hands behind, gripping the wrists. And we pick up our forward bend series. First 2, the breath is free. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale down, inhale up. Release the breath. Next 2, we're contracting core consciously. So on the exhale, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out. Inhale up. Pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out. Inhale up. Release the breath. The final 2 will be contract core, pause on empty. So we begin on the exhale, contract the core, pause on empty. 1, 2, inhale up. Contract core, squeeze the breath out. 1, 2, inhale up. Return to the stretch, hands behind, interlace fingers, press hands down, press ribs up, lift chin, bend the knee if it's better for you or not. Stretching core. Final breath, release the head, release the hands, release the legs. So let's try our balance challenge. So usually I'm asking, notice the wobbles in the feet, the ankles, and the legs. I'm going to ask you today to notice the subtle movements in the core that establishes balance. Subtle movements in the core as we lift one leg. Attention to the core, noticing any shifts and changes, any contracts and releases. Just notice what's going on in the core as we challenge our balance. Final breath here. Let's change sides. So the foot can be in front, inside, or behind. I picked the one that's best for me, which is behind. Once more. Contracting core, relaxing core. Notice what's going on. as we teach the body to stabilize itself. That's what we're doing. Teaching the body to stabilize itself. Final breath here. Let's release and come back. So now we're coming to the knees. Come on down to the knees. Come to Chakravarkasana. Breath will be free. Come to Chakravarkasana. Breath is free. We're bringing the body back to neutral. Relaxing here. Easy, soft. Chakravarkasana. Breath is free. Okay, let's pause here. Now we're going to have a contract core stay. So this is a low plank. That is forearm on the ground. Hands touch. Foot back, drop the butt and stay. Stay, we're strengthening core. Stay and feel the breath. The longer we stay, the heavier the breath. Delivering that energy. Contracting core. Final breath. Bring the knees down. Bring the hands back to Chakravarkasana. Breath free. Returning, restoring. So that was symmetrical, both arms on the ground, both feet on the ground. We're going to see how the body responds to an asymmetrical demand to the core. So hands and knees, lift one arm, notice what's going on in the core. Lift the opposite leg and extend, stay, feel the core. Okay, release the arm, feel the ease up. Release the leg, feel the double ease up. Have a breath. Let's check out the other set. This time we'll start with the leg. Other leg, extend and lift. What's going on in the core? Add the opposite arm. What's going on in the core? Okay, let's release the leg. Feel it ease up. Release the arm. Return to Chakravarkasana. Return to easy, soft. So these are all core contractions. Later we'll stretch. We got one more like this. So this is called dolphin. Once more, we bring forearms on the ground. Toes turned under. We're pressing hips high. Now stay here and contract the core on exhales. Final breath. On this last one, contract core, pause on empty, feel it. And release. And release the arms. Return to Chakravarkasana. Breath is free. Easy, soft. So we'll be coming onto the belly and using that position, just stretch the core. Okay? A couple more Chakravarkasana. Soft and easy, slow. Okay, come to a rest. Come on to the belly. Come on down. Belly on the ground. Arms forward, forehead resting. I have to keep my chin out for the microphone. Relax. Relax and feel the breath. Knowing the breath is always totally accurate, responding to demand, and then coming back to rest. Coming back to rest is where we are now. Coming back to rest. The breath is the bridge into the body. The breath is the bridge. So, our next intention is to stretch the core. We've done a lot of contract on those last three postures. Here's a stretch. So we're going to leave the arms on the ground and press up an inch or so and exhale here. Press up another inch, deepening the stretch. and exhale here. Press up a final, feel the deepest stretch, and down, down, down. Have a breath. And we begin again. Press up an inch or two, and exhale here. We're deepening the stretch. Press again. Deepening the stretch. Press a final, deepening the stretch. And down. Back to rest. And have a breath. Our final is the same. Press up an inch or two. Feel the stretch. Press up again. Feel the stretch. Press up final and stay. And just zero in on that stretch through the core. That's why we're here. Final breath. Down. Forehead to rest. Forehead to rest. Breath is free. So that was all about stretching the core. This next series where we're going to lift and lower the leg is about contracting core. And so I like to use the term button the navel to the spine. So while we're here just resting place, button the navel to the spine, that is, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, feel that contract of the core, and unbutton. Button the navel to the spine, squeeze out the breath, feel it, unbutton. Button the navel to the spine, feel that contraction of the core, unbutton. So we'll be using the button as we lower the legs. So, forehead resting, elbows wide. We're lifting the legs, alternating side. So, we'll do the first 2 sets with the breath free. Inhale the leg up and exhale it down. Other side up and down. Stretching up, coming down. Stretching up, coming down. Okay, 2 sets, normal breath. Now, when we bring the leg down, we'll contract the core. So it's inhale up, contract the core, button, unbutton, have a breath. Stretch the leg up, button, lower the leg. When it's down, unbutton, have a breath. Again, bring the leg up, button the navel to the spine, releasing down, unbutton when your foot is on the ground. Breath. Stretch it up, button, coming down. When it's down, unbutton, and have a breath. So 2 at the normal, 2 at the contracting core, and the final 2 are contract, pause on empty, 1, 2. So again, alternating sides. We bring the leg up, button the navel to the spine, come down, pause on empty, 1, 2, unbutton. Have a breath. Other side, bring it up. Button the navel to the spine, bring the leg down. When it touches, unbutton. Have a breath. Bring the leg up. Bring it down. Button the navel to the spine. When it touches, unbutton. Have a breath. Bring the leg up. Bring it down. Button the navel to the spine. When it touches down, unbutton. Have a breath. So this final one, we'll just do it 1 time. So that will be, inhale the leg up, button the navel to the spine, bring it down, pause on empty, 1, 2, release, have a breath. Other side, bring the leg up, button the navel to the spine, releasing down. When the foot touches, pause on empty, 1, 2, unbutton, and have a breath. Relax here. Feel the breath. Feel the body. Final breath here. We're rolling over. We're coming on to the back. Come on to the back. Readjust the body with the mat. Find your comfort zone. Open the arms. Relax. Open the arms and relax. No work going on at all. Find the breath. The breath is the bridge to the body. Find the breath. So we have a slightly different contraction of the core coming up. And on this one, we're going to bring the hands behind the head with the elbows wide. I'm going to lift up the knees and bring the shins parallel to the floor. So we're going to bring the elbow across, the right elbow to the left knee. Exhale it across. Inhale, come back. Other side, exhale across. Inhale back. We're repeating, exhale across. Inhale back. Contracting core. Inhale back. Have a breath. And again, exhale across. Inhale back. Exhale across. Inhale back. Have a breath. One more set. Exhale across. Inhale back. Exhale across. Inhale back. And let's release and release and release. Have a breath. And let's go ahead and pick up the knees and circle the knees. Massaging low back. Breath is free. Breath is free. Circling, massaging. Circle other way. Hug it up. Stay. Feel stretch, 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 stretch. Release. Breath. Relax for a moment. We'll be rolling over and coming to sit. So we were working core, rectus abdominis, and transverse abdominis, wringing out the core as we brought the elbow across and back down, across and back down. Wringing out core muscles, that is increasing circulation, hydration. Final breath here. Let's come to sit. Roll to the side and come to sit. Sit on a mat if you like. Okay, so let's see how the seated twist affects the core. So I'm just going to have one knee bent, the other foot wherever it's comfortable. Bring the hand across, bring the other hand behind. Now inhale the breath and lengthen the spine. On exhales, gradually and gently, with each exhale breath, deepen that rotation of the shoulders, come into the core. Feel the wringing out of the core. Transverse abdominis each side, rectus abdominis in the center. Feel the twist. Feel the wringing out of the core. Final breath here. Let's release the head forward. Release the hands. Come back to center and we'll change out the leg. Foot up, foot behind, hand across, lengthen spine, and begin our gentle process of wringing out the core, deepening the twist with each exhale breath. Transverse abdominis, outer rim, inner rim, rectus abdominis, we're wringing out the core. Increasing circulation and hydration, release that head forward, release the hands, release back to center, bring that leg out. More work for the core. Okay, lean back, lift the knees. So we're going to extend the legs, bring the hands up. Okay, working core, working core, working core. Bring the legs back down. Now leave the feet on the ground, bring up the arms, and go exhale, 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 back, inhale, up. This is an eccentric contraction of the core coming back, concentric contraction of the core coming up. Eccentric back, concentric up. Eccentric back, concentric up. Isometric, stay. Once more, lift the feet, working core. Okay, feet down, arms wrap, hug it in, back stretch, belly is relaxed. Core is relaxed, the back is in stretch. Feel the breath pace. Feel the breath pace, reflecting all that work that just went before. Stay here. Hug it up. Feel the whole back stretch. Couple more breaths. And then we'll bring legs extend. Walk the hands over the knees. The knees are soft to begin. And down and drop down. Paschimottanasana. Leg stretch, back stretch, breath free. Breath free. The breath is the bridge to the inside. So if the thoughts go outside, come back to the breath. Come back to the body. Come back to the breath, back to the body. That's part of our process, holding focus. Final breath here. We'll release and come back up to sit and prepare for relaxation. That means you're going to come onto the back. Bring support if you like, under the knees, under the feet, under the head, whatever works for you as we settle and prepare for guided relaxation. Coming into the whole body, settling down. Whole body settling down. Feel it. Feel the breath. Wiggle around. Get it right. Whole body settling down. Preparing for our guided relaxation. And here we go. Bring attention to the lower body, to the legs and hips. There, squeeze and tighten the legs and hips. Feel it. Let it go. Soften legs and hips. Have a breath. Have a breath and come to the shoulders. Shrug the shoulders to the ears. Lift the head. Stretch through the fingers. Head down gently. All the rest, let it down. Let it down. Come to the jaw. Move and stretch. Move and stretch the jaw. And release. Stretch the tongue toward the chin. And release. Press lips, wrinkle nose, squint eyes, prune face, squeeze. Feel it. Release and soften. Release and soften. Now we come back through the body, checking in. We come back to the body looking for any remaining tension, and we begin with toes. We're just softening through toes, arches, heels, and ankles. Next, we're softening calves, shins, knees from the inside, softening. If you feel the body settling and adjusting, that's a good thing. Settling, adjusting, softening upper legs, hips, and belly. Now bring your attention to the spine, where it rests on the floor, where it lifts away, different for each, perfect for you. Feel the weight of the shoulders, arms heavy down. And feel now how the fingers have relaxed and softened. Relaxing, softening, come to the throat, to the lips, tongue floating, teeth not touching. Cheeks soften, relax. Behind the eyes, the brow, and the scalp soften and relax. No tension in the body. No tension in the body. Become aware of the breath. The body relaxing. The breath relaxing. Body relaxing, breath relaxing. We look deeper, mind and thought. So if sounds come, stay relaxed. If you can, just stay. Thought. Yes, a thought will carry you away. Come back. Release that thought. Return to the body. Return to the body and look deepest. Deepest. Find that stillness and peace. Stay. Enjoy that peace. Return to the breath. Return to the breath, movement, stretch, and gradually and gently make your way back as we close. As we close, and I hope you keep with you the ease in your body and strength, the balance, the energy, and the peace. Until the next time. And I thank you.